One of the most interesting stories in business is always about how people find, even in a crowded industry, a new niche and a new specialty. Today, I want you to meet Blair Brandt, founder of Step Realty, and they start with a specialty of providing customers a seamless one-day or even half-day apartment hunt in New York.
Next Step has taken what used to be a nightmare for millennials graduating college, moving to New York City, and turned it into an easy, quick, and fun process. This is all we do. We just specialize in onboarding first-time residents in New York City.
Blair, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, like a lot of good ideas, it really came from personal experience and seeing what was happening with people that I knew. And I think when I was graduating college from the University of Richmond, one of the biggest obstacles next to job hunting, and this is at post-recession in 2010, was that even if you did get a job in New York City, finding an apartment became a huge hassle. So I think what me and my partners decided to do was try to innovate within a somewhat stale or traditional industry that didn't have a lot of new companies.
You provide a lot of premium services at lower cost.
Yeah.
How, please tell us, do you do that?
Without losing a lot of money? Well, the main thing is in real estate in New York City right now, you have a very low conversion rate on behalf of brokers in the rental business. So an average real estate broker may show an apartment 10 times and then within those 10 times rent it out. So it's essentially like a 10% conversion rate for the average 5,000 agents that are licensed here. At Next Step, we have about a 90% conversion rate. So we are able to discount broker fees by about 20 to 30%, depending on the situation.
Because you're saving so much time?
Yeah,
okay.
And because our independent contractors, our agents, are using their time so wisely that they're happy to give 30% off the broker fee in addition to providing a car service and giving you the full day, because odds are you're going to actually sign a lease. And the rest of the industry has taken the reverse approach, which is let's save money on resources and car services and things like that and charge a very high fee, because who knows when we're actually going to close the deal or not.
You're like the Harry's Razors of real estate.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Warby Parker. You see a big industry sitting there ready to be disrupted.
Exactly. I think our secret is hiring really great people who have spent enough time in the marketplace to be experts, but also are still up-and-comers, so they're relatable to this audience of millennials moving to New York City. And yeah, I mean, they do have an expertise when it comes to curating the list of apartments, so that when you see, as you said in your intro, you know, when you see 8 apartments in 3 hours, it's the perfect 8. And that's the difference between what other brokers are doing, where they're meeting up with you to show you one apartment or one open house.
Is this because the broker working with you is close in age to the client? Is it mainly age-driven?
I don't think I think that there's relatability because of age, but I think that from an expertise level, our clients, the average age is probably around 25. The average age of our brokers is maybe closer to 30. So there's that kind of perfect. Yeah.
We both said perfect at the same time.
Exactly. I think that our clients feel that these agents are qualified enough to get this done for me in the way it's been advertised by Next Step Realty. But also, I feel like I can relate to them and they can relate to me. And that makes me more comfortable with the process, because New York is such a concrete jungle that if you can feel like you trust someone and that they're really holding your hand and looking out for you, that kind of sets you up for a successful transaction altogether.
You are pretty active on social media, though, are you? What are a couple of techniques that work for you on social media? What do you find?
I think we try to just present the lifestyle and be relatable to our audience. People want to see, what do apartments look like? You know, what do neighborhoods look like? They want to for lack of a better term, kind of apartment porn and lifestyle porn of, if I move to this neighborhood or this apartment or to New York City at all, this is what I'm signing up for. Kind of, it's the same thing that the reality shows have tapped into, where you're giving people, you know, a snapshot of what their entire life could be like.
So you use a lot of Instagram, do you? A lot of photos, right, of the neighborhood and the apartment, obviously, before they see it?
Instagram is our main social media platform, I would say. Facebook, certainly when we launch a big video or a big activation. But in terms of day-to-day, we focus on Instagram stories. And I think that that's actually in the past year been the biggest uptick for us is that focus on Instagram.
Do you employ photographers or do you use freelance photographers?
We employ photographers and videographers and try to make sure the content is, up to speed with what's out there.
Because you have to spend money for that photography, right?
Yeah.
That's a big cost for you, I would assume.
I think marketing budgets, and actually, if you look at them overall, have shrunk, at least for what we're doing. It's just that they're being allocated differently. You're not spending these huge numbers on just, Subway advertising and all these traditional advertisements. It's focused, curated, more organic strategies.